Hey there, everybody. Welcome back. How's everybody doing today? How you doing there, Mr. Bodine? Welcome in. So we're actually starting out up in the desert. We're going to collect some crude oil. Get picked up. Got quite a few pallets to pick up already. So that's a good start, I suppose. There we go, there we go, there we go. So yeah, it is Friday once again. Whoop whoop. And yep, what a surprise, no fact sheets, as far as I'm aware. I haven't seen anything, so yeah, I'm probably guessing that it's going to be at least sometime after Gamescom is done that we'll start seeing that, so it is what it is. But we'll carry on as normal, so yeah, I'm just working my way through all my um, oil spots, picking up the crude oil. It's been an interesting day. Obviously, kind of spent most of it cleaning up, getting ready for the weekend with obviously my wife's boys coming down. So yeah, I want to make sure it's nice and tidy for them at least. Not that we're messy people, but yeah, just got a little bit of hoovering and some mopping in the kitchen, excuse me, to do first thing in the morning. Apart from that, we're pretty much there. But yeah, today was unfortunately my Grand's funeral, which is a bit of a shame. But yeah, from the looks of it, she's actually being buried with her late husband. So they'll be back together again. So yeah, thankfully I was able to get some flowers sorted out. And yeah, just kind of wish being able to get up there. But yeah, unfortunately, finances and everything just couldn't afford it. And plus, obviously, with my wife's boys coming down, it's yeah, really bad timing. But anyway, enough of that. I want a happy stream. So yeah, we've been obviously spent most of the day cleaning and getting the place ready for tomorrow. So yeah, they will be here. From what I understand, arriving around about 1 o'clock in the afternoon here. So yeah, it's not too bad. Obviously, we got to pick them up from the train station, so that'd be fun. So yeah, next week, hopefully one of the boys will be wanting to join in, like the last time. We will see, really, regarding that. Obviously, I'm up in the air at the minute regarding stream-wise. Obviously, the last time they were down, I had to take a little bit of time off just to spend with them. Obviously, my wife mentioned it again today. Or was it yesterday or yesterday? One of the days, anyway. So much going on, it's terrible. At the minute, I'm not really sure. I might carry on streaming next week, but possibly the week after, take some time off just to spend with the boys. But I really need to get these sorted out. But the nice thing is, these are still producing even though I haven't got any drill shafts in them. It's kind of good. Like it, like it, like it. How you doing there, Mr. Ghost? Oh, well, remember, guys, as well, Mr. Ghost DK. I think I mentioned it, but make sure that you do have the updated version of the PB Canyon Crossing Help mod by Mr. Ghost DK. Obviously, he released it. It was a couple of weeks ago. I'm pretty sure I mentioned it before, but if you didn't get it, make sure you go over to his Trello. I believe through my Trello there should be a link to his, so make sure you get that updated. But yeah, he's doing some good work over there. It does help out a lot, especially when you're first starting out. I will say that. So yeah, actually, now there's something you may or may not have picked up on. I got Courseplay in. I activated it earlier today and I've been running it, doing a field of herbicide. And yep, it seems to be working fine. Obviously, I got a couple of little warnings coming off of it. Let's have a little look. Let's see. I think it's mainly where it's just generating the route on the field. It's just coming up with, where is it, the memory dump thing. Apart from that, it's worked fine. It did take me a little while to get figured out. There we go, so that's pretty much it. So obviously a warning, performing emergency garbage collection pass. Yeah, it's no big deal in all honesty. I'm happy with it. There's no red, that's the main thing, so yeah. But yeah, it is what it is, unfortunately. Right, I'm not quite close enough. But yeah, I'm going to keep playing around with it. So I only had it on one field to test it. Didn't really see a big, huge drop in frame rates, which is quite good. So I may be keeping it in for the time being anyway. Obviously, I've got a big planting season coming up soon, and I think I would like to see how it handles multiple vehicles and helpers out there. So yeah, we'll see. No worries, Mr. Ghost, no worries. Righty, so yeah, we're just going to be carrying on. I've got to try and remember where everybody is. Heck. I think it's this one, and then we're heading into the central area. No, one up the top there, I think it is. Then down, okay. Yes. Whoa. Slow down, Mr. Speedy. There we go. But yes, obviously if I can get a little bit used to using Courseplay, it may be something similar for the 25 version, so we'll see. But yeah, obviously I had to refill it, I think once the whole time, maybe twice. So overall, I'm happy with it. I am. Right. Let's see. 9. I might have got that one already. Where the heck are you? There. Yeah. Yeah, so I've done all them up the top there, that's fine, so just heading on down into the middle area, okay. That is fine, so there we go. Just gotta remember where all these things are, it's terrible. Normally, actually what I usually do is actually have the course play lines up, and not course play, the auto drive lines up, so I go from 1, 2, 3, 4, but I kind of started in a different spot this time, it's really weird. Yes, Mr. Farming Trucker, working in the oil field today. Yeah, I wanted to get these barrels picked up so they can carry on spawning. At some point I do want to get back into the desert, try and find some of those oil spots. I haven't got a clue when. I was hoping to try and get in there over this last winter period, but so far not been able to. But obviously I do have my cheaty little loading wagon to help clear it. But yeah, we'll get this into storage and then we'll go grab the rest of these pallets. There we go. But yeah, how are you doing there, Mr. Farming Trucker? And let's see if I can do you a shout out. There we go, cool. It's working as well. Cloudbot is working, cool. Yeah, so if you guys do not follow Mr. Farming Trucker 74 over on Twitch, make sure to click on his link, give him a follow. And yeah, catch him when he goes live, usually on weekends. Obviously doing a lot of 7 Days to Die, but does Farm Sim, American Truck Sim, and a few other games. So definitely go over, check him out, guys. There we go, get this unloaded over here. But yeah, I got the rest of field 9 slurried, I suppose the best way to put it, rather than fertilised. But I got it slurried. All 3 plots are now done, ready to be seeded in 2 months' time. So that's that. But yeah, primarily now for the next in-game day and a half, it's just going through, get a few odd jobs done. Obviously, this is one of the odd jobs. Another one is going to be primarily getting some stuff sold. Okay, I've got a lot of money, but I'm kind of aiming for the 100 million mark at some point. That would be quite nice. Oh, don't want to reverse, won't go forward. There we are. You're not quite full on another pallet yet. At some point I do want to get down into the sawmill area and kind of tidy that up. Those oil rigs part of Canyon Cross mods. Yes, they're actually built into the map. E-Bone, and how you doing, bud? Yeah, obviously you got to have Black Diamond up and running to create the actual drill shafts, and then you bring them over to the desert. You got to find the oil nodes, and then unload them onto the nodes, and yeah, they then kick in and start producing crude oil. Now they do fill from rain, so bear that one in mind. So the more rain you have on your save game throughout the year, the more you're going to get produced. Obviously, adding in the oil shafts, not the oil shafts, the drill shafts, acts as a booster for these, so they'll produce pretty quickly to start off with. If you have all of it in there, there we go. And obviously, 3,000 liters is the pallet capacity for each of them. So you got to wait for 3,000 liters before you start seeing anything as well. You're doing great. Um, sad, but I'm doing okay. Obviously, it was my nan's funeral today. She was 94 when she passed away just about 2 weeks ago. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get up for the funeral. But we are hoping to try and get up there at some point to obviously visit her grave and such. So, but we were able to send get some flowers arranged. So yeah, kind of sad, but yeah, kind of wish we'd been there. But I know she had a huge family, so I know she wasn't alone. That's for sure. Today, also my dad went over up there. One of my cousins, possibly two of my cousins, I'm not sure. Plus a load of aunts, uncles, half cousins, nephews, nieces, and all that all went up. So yeah, it is what it is, unfortunately. So yeah. Sorry, yeah, blessings to you and your family. Oh, thank you very much for that. Yeah. But yeah, on a happier note, obviously my wife's boys are coming over tomorrow, so yeah, they're coming up on the train with one of their carers, and then obviously we've got to pick them up, and yeah, who knows? Yeah, obviously Noah Six Robinson, who pops in chat every now and again. That's actually my wife's eldest son, and he could be joining me at some point. We will see. I don't know. Also, I've got the microphone set up for him, so we'll see, we'll see. I should really make him a VIP or something in here. But it is what it is, we'll see. This has got a funny angle, so there we go. I don't think... No, I have. Oh, I have. I was just thinking, I haven't put a display down on this one, but I did. Hello, speak of the devil, there he is. How you doing, Mr. Noah? You looking forward to tomorrow? Yeah, same here. Same here, buddy. There we go. Yeah, not quite enough. I think that's all of them. Now, one thing I will say is, if you ever get stuck on trying to find your spots, what I've actually done is use auto drive, guys, just to mark where each of the oil wells are. Now, if you think you've got them all, one thing you can do is with the Easy Dive tool is show pallets, and obviously if any of these have been missed, you can always show that, and that's what I was going to do quickly. So F12, I can never remember which menu it is. Show pallet location right there. So it's the third one, objects, there we go. Then come into the map, and looking at it, I've got one potentially there I've missed. Obviously that will show on the mini-map as well. But yeah, how are you doing, Mr. Noah 6 Robinson? And how's it going, Mr. J Gaming? Yeah, we've been getting the flat ready for you and your brother to come up, Mr. Noah. There we go. I think I might have missed that one there. Either that or it spawned out another one after clearing it. Yeah, that's what it is. Right there. But yeah, that little option in the Easy Dev tool is helpful. That's for definite. But yeah, so far I found 12 out of the 20 oil spots. So I've got to at least go through and find the other 8 at some point. That's like one of those little jobs that hasn't quite been finished yet, so I'll get there eventually. But there we go, so that's all of them. Now one thing you can do, well I remember, and I've got some here, obviously we've got Green Thumb Farmer's new gold masters up here. Now I've got quite a few placed down now. If you've got crude oil being produced up here, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is that 6? 1, 2, 3, 2, 4, 5. Sorry, I haven't quite got the 6th one on here. But I've got 5 of these gold masters running, and I've just been literally dumping sand from the desert into each of these. I think they may be okay at the minute looking at it, but once you start getting crude oil produced, and if you've got any left over, what you can do is put it back into these as a master booster. All you literally have to do is over here. Obviously, you've got a spot for your diesel and your crude oil to go into. You can actually just unload some of that, and it acts as a master booster into them. Obviously, you've got your gold mats as well. You could get from Black Diamond, but yeah, you're living the dream. Good. Unfortunately, I cannot quite get into it correctly with my driving because I'm absolutely useless. So let's try and back it up. There we go. Can I get it? Can I get it? Nope. Yeah. Hang on a sec. Let's spin the camera around and line back up. But yeah, hopefully Mr. Green Thumb Farmer will be back probably next week, thinking about it, to streaming. So yeah, that'd be good to see what he's been up to. I know he said he was going to be reading the Lua book. There we go, it's a lot easier. Wow, holy heck, that took a lot. My goodness. So that'll definitely punch that lot out. But yeah, I've got so much actually being produced. I've actually got an excess of crude oil, so I could quite easily fill all these up pretty much regularly. Right. And there we go. Yeah, I think that should be fine for now. Come on. There we go. There we go, that's cool. Luckily I've got my diesel being distributed, so I don't need to worry too much about that, but there we go. I need to find out how to edit my trailer like that. I've actually done a short video on YouTube, J Gaming, for the flat rack. It basically covers the flat racks, the Hispano ones, like this, plus the normal containers, and you can also do the same edit to any of your TLX 82 Studio stuff, so like the Phoenix and the, is it 1982 rig or whatever it is? So yeah, it is up there. Let me see if I can get you a link. It'll be under, if anybody's actually looking for like a tutorial, one, you can actually go to my Trello, thinking about it. That's probably the easiest place to get them. So let me actually switch screens just a sec. So here's my Trello. So obviously this is, you can get it through the SGA Trello. If anybody's got the link, you're more than welcome to. Or you can do !SGA in chat. If you actually scroll across to the right, obviously I've got all these little tutorial videos set up. So I've got one for the fish and the lobsters for PV Canyon Crossing. Obviously the rice and cranberry bogs. The mod for the switcher. Hints and tips on getting started. If you're just getting started, maybe check that out. That's on my YouTube as well. Obviously the link is there, but just go onto my YouTube channel, look for the tutorials category. But yeah, if you scroll on down to the bottom, this black one at the bottom, this is actually for editing those Hispano modern containers, and obviously it'll also work with the TLX stuff. It's just all pretty much the same. So yeah, It is a takes about maybe 5 minutes. I know a lot of people have watched it and it's helped. A few people have said, I can't quite get it. Where is it? How do I do this? And I've had to just end up just sending them. It makes life easier. But there you go, guys. Obviously, like I said, Ghost DK mods is right there. Just click on the little picture at the bottom there. Click on the attachment right there. And then right here is the updated version of the PV Canyon Crossing in-game help mod that he's done. So yeah, make sure you get that updated as well while you're at it. Righty, back to Twitch. There we go, there we go, there we go. So there we go. All good. Let's go back to game. Cool. Cool. Yeah, but if you ever need to ask a question, JGame, and obviously this is anybody, just message me on Discord or through Twitch or even on YouTube. I will answer them pretty much quickly as possible. Obviously YouTube tends to be a few hours, but Discord and Twitch can be pretty quick. But yeah, if you get stuck, just give me a bell. Ready. So that's done. That's done. That's done. I do need to get this guy back. As you can see, yes. So field 33, I actually used cosplay with, and yeah, I didn't really see much of a frame rate drop. I was watching it just as it was going through, stayed around about high teens, low 20s. So that's not bad overall. Now, obviously, one of the tests I want to see is what it's going to be like with multiple equipment and workers going, and or as I add another, how big of a frame rate drop is it going to cause me with my current system? Because obviously 25 has something similar in it, but it took me a little while to figure everything out and get it set up. And yeah, I think I might have boofed it, so it is what it is. But yeah, how you doing there, Tech Mike? Right, so I wanted to try and get rid of that little line there because I drew out the line and I really don't need it now. But it is what it is. Long. Nope, I don't think I can for the minute. That's fine, not a problem, not a problem. Actually, I wanted him because I wanted to put him away. I need to bring him back home. But you look at that, yeah, it took about an hour and a half-ish, maybe 2 hours for this whole field. It wasn't too bad. And obviously I had to fill it up once, so overall it wasn't too bad. The nice thing is, it's just up from my New Holland farm, so I was able to just drive it over there and then set it back off. So yeah, I'm happy with it. It's just remembering how to get everything working and such. So I can actually turn that off now. I can get rid of you. And this needs to go back to the main farm. But the nice thing is, some of my little trees here that I planted are starting to grow as well, which is quite nice. I just got to go through and do the other side. Is it this one? Yeah, the other side here on the right hand side. I want to go through and probably clear all these trees because obviously they do cause a little bit of lag when changing and adding leaves and stuff. So I just want to kind of almost like a spruce map, I suppose is the best way. But yeah, it worked fine. So yeah, obviously I'm going to keep using Courseplay for the minute just so I can get used to it. So if anybody does have any questions, I can maybe answer it. Yeah. The big concrete factory, instead of gravel, what else can be used? Clean fill from the gravel masters there, Tech Mike. Yeah, so if you're making a lot of extra clean fill, you can shove it into the big concrete factory instead of gravel. Obviously, it was the same in 19, so we thought we'd just add it the same way in 22, and it goes into the same spot as the gravel. Now, obviously, the only difference is the fill plane will not raise with the clean fill being added. So yeah, thought it was yeah, yep. I'm pretty actually. While I think about it, Vikings, because I know you've been asking a few questions a lot recently, regarding the map. Let me find it. Where's the SGA mods there? And come here. Now, if anybody, say for instance, Dave's streaming 7 Days to Die, got a question, and he might overlook it, shall we say. Obviously, if I'm not there and nobody else has really noticed it, it might get overlooked permanently. if you ever get stuck regarding a factory or anything going on, Viking streaming through the SGA mods Trello still has his information on his Trello. So all you have to do is click on Viking streaming there, click on the attachment, come over to the links here, and then he's got two set up here. One is for information about PV Canyon Crossing. So it's going to cover things like your labour support, morale, where to get all that stuff, sort of stuff from, amongst other things. But then you've got this second document underneath here, which is Canyon Crossing, and that's everything to do with all the factories on here, or at least 98. I don't think he's added in the last few that were released, but to be honest, they're no big deal at this point. But yeah, if you come over here, obviously you got all your tier 1 stuff, your tier 2, tier 3, tier 4. Obviously, if you click on, say, you're looking for something in particular, like say the Campbells, right? What do I need to put in there without looking at the actual? Well, say I want to find it first of all. So come down to the Campbells. Obviously, right here is the display for Campbells, which shows how much of each product it needs and what plot it's on. So obviously, plot 192 has the Campbell's building, which is agreed. It also has obviously boosters in here, all the input products or the output products, stuff like that. So a lot of information is here if you want it. I'm just kind of curious. Did he add it in? Sand, gravel, coal, lime. Yeah, obviously that's one thing he never added into here, and I don't think he's doing any more edits to this, unfortunately. But it'd be nice if maybe there was something just to say you can use clean fill instead of gravel. Oh well. But yeah, all of that is there if you want it, and it obviously you can access it at any time, so you don't have to necessarily always ask. There we go. And how is Mr. Neon doing? Since you have 17 million, can I have a loan? Yes, you can. Certainly, anytime. How much would you like? You clicked on the link and it said video was unavailable. Okay, let me just double check something quickly. What's by Billy? Hopefully I did the right one. There. There. It's working fine for me. Did you click on the... Hang on. Adverts are great on YouTube. So yeah, all you literally have to do is come down to this one right here, click on the image, and it's the little paperclip. So click on that, and you should get this popping up. So it's definitely working. But what I'll just do, because obviously that is mine, I'll pop that in the chat for you anyway. So there you go. And obviously, if you're not subscribed to me as well over on YouTube, please do so because it helps me out as well. I'm aiming by the end of this year to try and become a Twitch partner. I've got, I think the last count was about 100, just over 100 subscribers to go, about 130, something like that, and about 200 view hours over there. So I'm hoping 25. When that comes out, a lot more people are going to be more interested, possibly. But we'll see. But yeah, it's kind of like a little aim for myself, really. Did Green Thumb Farmer make a mod that's like the crop distribution silo for the mining stuff? He's done normal storages. Team Miller, however, has ones for crop distribution and mining. I don't think the ones that Green Thumb did distribute, to be honest. Green Thumb Farmer, let's see. Yeah, I think most of his were all set up as just normal storages. Farmyard. Yeah, they're just normal storages. That's normal storage. That's a normal storage. That's a normal storage. Yeah, for everything I can see, for the most part, are just normal storages. But yeah, T Miller definitely has some on his Trello that will distribute if that's what you're after. I am packing my suitcase tonight. Oh, nice. Well, make sure that you got all your radios there, Mr. Noah. Especially the old classical ones that you got. And who knows, we might be able to get you a new one as well while you're down here as well, bud. Um, oh, whoever made the crop distribution style, I thought there was one for the mining. Yep. Okay. Come back here. I'm pretty sure. I'm 99% sure Mr. T Miller does. Let me just double check. So here is. Oh, here is that. So map resource distribution silos. This one right here. Obviously, this is the one that you want for your mining materials. Okay. So you literally all you have to do is click on that little attachment there, then on the paperclip, and then you can download it that away. He does have a liquid distribution silo, a vineyard distribution silo. This farm supplies factory kind of does a little bit of everything and anything in it. So if you need like TMR and stuff like that, you could use that. But there's also a crop one as well. But he has been updating his woodwork factories and everything, carpenters. So make sure if you're using them to get them updated. But yeah, these bridges and deco as well, these two right here are very helpful. I like them, and yeah, it looks like Mr. T Miller needs to do some work up here to free up space. What if he knows about that? But yes, right there, buddy. Actually, I've been kind of working on my own mining distribution silos as well. I haven't released them because it was more of an idea that I wanted for maybe FS25, where they actually raise up and rotate. The rotate is the part that's been giving me the problem as they're filling. I think it's going to be just the raising side because it can be just set up on a normal fill plane. There we go. But yeah, they're quite nice little silos. Just a base game silo that I took off of Elm Creek and played around with it a little bit, shall we say, like I usually do. But yeah, this field now is done. That's the one I did yesterday. It took me a couple of in-game hours, that's for sure. And then obviously I used Courseplay on that other one today while I was off doing a few things around the house. Yep, is all I'm going to say. But yeah, I'm going to definitely test out Courseplay a lot more on here, especially once I get to March, because obviously that is going to be the start of the sowing season. So yeah. So I've got a lot to get in a little bit of time. So yeah. Thanks, Billy. How's your day? It's not been too bad overall. Busy and sad, should we just say? Yeah, but overall, getting there. But yeah, obviously in about an hour and a half, we will be joining Mr. Dajnet to see what he's up to on the farm today. And at that point, I'll probably be in and out doing other little jobs. Hopefully not too much. Pretty much most of the stuff's done, but you never know. But yeah, I think that's done. Obviously, got that sorted out. All my factories are one. One thing I did actually have to do, I didn't even realise. Um, I had to go and fill up Cargill for some weird reason. I wasn't getting all of the lines for the pig feed, so I had to run over there, get some. What did I put in there? Sorghum from last year, and yeah, so obviously I was able to get that back up and running. It's like, oh my goodness, don't run out of pig feed yet. Luckily I had like half a trailer, so that was enough to fill it up. So yeah. Fun. But yeah, next month in game is definitely a busy period. Obviously all the seeds need to get in. I've also got the maple trees to get finally placed down on field 9. So yeah, busy next month. But obviously that's going to be primarily next week that's starting, so definitely going to be an interesting one during the stream to see what the frame rates are like. Obviously, if I bring them up right here, right now, I'm currently hitting high teens, which wasn't a big effect with courseplay, to be honest. I know, depending over in that field where I've just come from, I was hitting low 20s, so no big deal yet. But obviously, once I start getting more helpers running, is that going to affect it a lot or little? I have no idea. So, right, next week is going to be a pain for me. Well, Wednesday is your birthday. Ah, nice. It's actually my wife's youngest boy's birthday on Sunday. So it's kind of a bit of a double celebration, really. I suppose the best way to put it is obviously they're coming here, and obviously it's going to be the first birthday to spend with his mum and obviously the rest of us in quite a few years. Let's put it that way. So it's going to be nice. We've got a few things planned, but nothing over the top. Let's put it that way. But yeah, definitely looking forward to seeing him again. Right. Oh yeah, this was the other field that I got done the other day, wasn't it? When I was streaming. So yes, it'd be interesting how cosplay would act with that one, because obviously it's primarily the rectangle field, but obviously I did add that little bit in behind the pond there where the trees are. It'd be kind of interesting to see how that pans out. But one thing I'm probably looking to do is expand this field right out, maybe up towards the tree line, and then bring it back along where the road is, and then have one big humongous field up here. I think that's going to be a nice idea the end of this year to do a little project. It won't take too long, but I do need to get this road sorted out. Looking at it, yeah, I need to get it brought so it comes maybe a little bit further on an angle towards that edge. Aye. So yeah, I've still got a huge list of things I need to get done. Obviously, I've still got to get into the burnt forest, get the rest of them finished off. Obviously, it's still pumping away those coffins in there. So that's one project. I've got that field to do at some point. I've got to finish off field 9. I've got to go over it to the sawmill, get that area tidied up. So over the next couple of months anyway, real months this is, I want to try and get a lot of them finished off. Because obviously when 25 comes out in November, yeah, I'll be primarily over there, and I don't think I'll be doing too many 22 streams. Obviously, I'll still be answering questions when I can. I don't know yet. We'll see. We will see. It's gonna be try to get used to everything, make sure how to work things out. So yeah. The only problem is I have to get tests done on Thursday, colonoscopy. Then I'm getting my stomach also looked at again. Oh, blimey. Blimey, blimey, blimey. Yes. It's definitely a fun time when you start getting old. That's for sure. I'm going to leave this actually as grass. I can't be bothered doing anything else with it. But those 3 buildings, one is definitely going away. The shingle factory that has gone bye-bye because I don't need any more. The paper and the charcoal factory, I want them relocated over towards the sawmill. I'm not sure if I'm going to need the paper though. I might keep that up and running for the minute because obviously it can go up into PMS for packaging and such. So yeah, but yeah, I want them relocated over towards the sawmill and then obviously tidy it up. It's only because of Darius Frost. I keep seeing his sawmill area and it looks really kind of nice, tidy. So yeah, I want to get in there and do something a little bit nicer over there. But yeah. Now I did with this field here before in-game Christmas, and the field straight ahead of me. I actually went through and I did put manure down on them, so I'm hoping I'm not going to need too much fertilizer when I come to seeding those 2 fields. So hopefully that's going to help out, and also help to use up some of the manure that I had. I've still got tons left, so yeah, I need to sort out the BGA, and that's another project as well that I still need to get done. But I don't know. I was hoping to get in and do redo the BGA with like the pumps and hoses stuff. That's kind of been shoved to the side for everything else. Oh man, so much to do, so little time. Ah well, we'll see. We'll get it, obviously the next in-game month or so out of the way. And who knows? Obviously, you've got the summer period. There's not a lot going on, so I might be able to get in there before the harvest starts again. So we will see. We will see. We will see. But yeah, overall, I'm kind of happy with how the farm itself has progressed. Obviously, I've got all the factories. Actually, I realise I've got one factory outstanding, and I keep on forgetting about it. It's very, very crazy. It's actually one that Darius Frost did, and it's the donut factory. That is the only buildable factory I do not have placed or built on here. Things at this point, do I really want to do it? Dang right I am. I just got to figure out where I want to put it. Whoa, the brakes on this thing is terrible. Um, yeah. But trying to figure out where I want it placed, that is the thing. I have an idea. I've got one spot I think may be good. Maybe one or two spots, which I'm kind of thinking I might go check out now. I have an idea. I don't think I've got any bunnies out yet. Nope. Not too early. So the spots I'm kind of thinking is up here. One up here. I've got a little area up here I could look at. Obviously, I've got these buildings across from the flour factory that I put down that I could utilise. So that's option one. And I'm actually going to cheat on this one. Actually, I'm going to come down the road just a fraction. Actually, I don't need to. There should be a pin there I could use. I think it's around here. Yeah, the other one is right here. Obviously, next to the Heinz factory, I've got this area right here that I could use as well. Let's have a little look. Obviously, I'd rather do it so I don't have to really remove anything, but depending on the size of it. Obviously, it is a buildable. I think I don't even know what freaking tier it is. And it's a green thumb. Two whiskey, maybe a four then. And pretty sure I've got it in here. There's that. Dominoes. I'm pretty sure I've got it in here. One sec, let me check. Donuts, donuts. What's it called? What's it called? Green Thumb Farmers Donuts. There it is. XML. Where did he put it? PV Tier 3. PV Tier 3. Tier 3. Did I just completely miss it? Glue. Goldmasters. There it is, right there, right next to the Goldmasters. Okay, so it's not too huge. So it could fit in here quite nicely. And I think that'll do. That will do perfectly. Obviously, I had a second glass factory placed down up here, so hence why there's a little space here. Right, so what I am going to quickly do is just make a note of that, because I've got all the... I should have everything already, so I can get that all brought up. Right, oop. Right, so concrete, paver, brick, all 25k. Then we've got glass, plank, and metal, and wood beam. At 10. That's nice, easy figures. There we go. Right then, so I think that's going to be the next project. Get this stuff in for this. Now, the nice thing is, obviously, I've been running a lot of these factories. I've actually got most of them shut down, to be honest, because they are just running far too much at the minute, and I'm not really utilising them. The only reason I kept them going was obviously if I ever wanted to put another one of Green Thumb Farmers apartment blocks down, I'd have this stuff there. But it is what it is. The thing for me is deciding on what the next building is. Yeah, obviously, primarily the things I'd obviously focus on is one is getting a bridge down. For me personally, the one I always aimed for was the bridge at the bottom of 41. Get this up and running first of all. From there, you can access pretty much the entire map pretty easily. When it comes to the rest of the buildables, I focused on getting the concrete factory up and running, the big one, Pievs, the crystal steel steel factory up and running. After that, it was just like trying to get everything and anything done. I think from there I went on to doing things like Heartland Bread, the vodka factory, stuff like that. I kind of looked at what was in the builds. This is something that I did. I looked at what was needed in the build. So obviously with the brick factory, for example, it's very slow, I suppose the best way to put it, at producing. So what I did is I looked at two different builds and tried to find one that had brick in it, one that didn't. And I sort of rotated it, so one build would have bricks in it, the next one wouldn't, and then go from there and there and there and there and there and there. Um, so it gave the brick factory time to produce the bricks that were needed. The only bridge left is built is by Field 12. Yeah, my only one left currently is this one right here by 51. But yeah, obviously I've got the bascule bridges, so I've got this is a bascule, this one's a bascule. Um, this one here is the bascule bridge. I did go through and change this one to a bascule bridge, but I would say with a warning, if you are ever going to change that one, um, you'll need to do a heck of a lot of landscaping both sides. So if you're going to do it, please don't, please don't, please don't. But yeah, if you ever want the coordinates for that, let me know. But yeah. Right then, so I need to get my little boys out for this jobby. So here we go, there we go, there we go. We're just going to park this up over here for the minute, and ooh, we're missing an AI static view for the goats. Let me print that. I'm sure I mentioned that to Dave a while ago, and he never did fix it. All that basically, if you get a message like that popping up, all that is where the pallets spawn. There we go. It's just run out of room. That's all it is. It's nothing to worry about. You should get it up. You'll probably get it on the goats and probably the ducks as well, if I'm correct. Ooh, a little bit of lag there. But yeah, don't worry too much about it. There we go. There's that one. There we go. Let's just check the rest of these guys. You should be fine. You should be fine. You're all empty, so that's fine. Cool. Crisis averted. I won't get that warning again. But yeah, if you're getting this stuff up regularly, then you shouldn't get that warning at all, really. But you can stay there. Oops. And let's have you. Keep hitting the wrong buttons. Uh, the bridge by 51 is building, so is 1 by 50. Ah, nice. Yeah, to be honest, I've not had any need to actually do that one, which is where basically the fairgrounds was. I very rarely go over there, so it's kind of like, do I really need to? I suppose at some point I should really get the products in there and get it built, so I can say, yes, I can say I have 100% of all the bridges done. We'll see one day. We shall see. But yeah, I'm really happy at how my save game looks. I'm hoping you guys are happy with yours as well, to be honest. But the nice thing is, obviously, it has kind of helped me out this version to understand a few things that I didn't previously. So I think it's improved me as a person, as a modder, as somebody who can help out. Obviously, I try helping out when I can. And what in the heck is in there? What have we got in here? Oh, I've still got some presents in there to sell. Oh my goodness. I should sell them at some point, but yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we'll do this in two halves. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it will be fine. Actually, I was watching Mr. Darius Frost. Was it yesterday or the day before? He was on PV Canyon Crossing again. It's great to see him doing the map again. And he was actually coming through and oh, what was he moving? I think he was moving like metal and stuff like that. And his truck could barely move due to the weight from the actual pallets, which is kind of one reason I do recommend using these Hispano Modern trailers if you're going to do any form of pallet moving on here. Also, the frame rates, whew, yeah, it is ridiculous when you're transporting all those pallets. There we go, there we go, there we go. Now I don't want it to go too far because I don't want it to load into that next one, so let's select that. Oh, I went one too many. Now what I can do while I think about it is X will stop that one. Tab back, X, tab back, X. There we go. So these are the Hispano Modern flat rack trailers. The actual, well, containers. There's also this trailers underneath. Hang on, they're on the in-game mod hub. Now what I have done is made an edit to them, Ebone. So if we come over here, Giants website. If you come over to the website, you can do this in game if you really wanted to. Type in Hispano. There we go. So we have obviously the standard containers there. You got the flat racks. There's different versions. The ones I always go for is the Titan ones because you can actually add in real life company logos onto them. Obviously, these other ones were made mainly for console. They only have like the Lizard brand and Farming Simulator 22 on them. But yeah, I always go for these ones. But I also use it with this Load King container Super B trailer pack. They come in the same sizes as the containers. You just have to load them on and then attach them. They're great for transporting the pallets. The only downside to these is you can only transport one product in the containers at a time. There's multiple things that you can use. You could either use super strength to load them on. There's this lever which I actually use myself to load them on if you really wanted to. About this one right here. Obviously, Hispano Modding also created their own lizard crane, which is right here, which is a little bit more tricky to use, but you can use it if you wanted to load the containers on. But you could also use super strength. There's a forklift out there, a big chunky forklift that you could use as well if you really wanted to lift them on. But yeah, I love this lever right here. In addition, they do have obviously liquid tankers that are actually warning and error free as they are. I kind of made sure that they were. Same with these grain containers as well. If you wanted to use the whole pack, you can do. With these, however, me personally, and this is just me, I've had issues with some of these trailers being able to get them to load and unload. So hence why I went over to the Super Bees. Now I do know that Hispano Modding are working on updating the bale pack. These things, I'm not sure if it's been put out yet, but they're adding in different balers and stuff to the packs as well. So that is something I'm looking forward to. But on my YouTube, if you're interested, E-Bone, there is a tutorial little video that allows you to edit these, because when you load them in initially, these flat racks in the containers, you'll get loads of fill type warnings on them. On my YouTube, there's a little video showing what to edit to make them compatible with any map, and what you need to add in for this map if you want to use them. Right, there we go. But yeah, I love them. They are great. They come in 20 foot, 25, 30, 35, 40 and 45 foot containers, both standard and high top, high cube containers. So yeah, what I will say is I use the 45 high cubes a lot for doing the selling, and then for building wise, I tend to use these open flat racks because they're round about the right capacities needed for building a lot of the buildables on here. So what do we need? We need 25 concrete. Let's see if we've got any brick in here. So 25 brick, concrete and paver. Brick. Oh, there we go. Brick. Yep, I've got plenty. I know the factory is pretty much full, so no big deal. So 20, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that lot can load into the front one. So brick is done. I may have to get the concrete from the factory over there. There we go. But yeah, I've got a lot of these flat racks around the map for different jobs. So obviously primarily building. The nice thing is you can have up to as many as you want. I usually run 5 for the buildables. But obviously you could use just 2 if you wanted to on some of the bigger ones. And do a little bit more. There we go. Now one thing I will say is do not, under any circumstances, try teleporting with these things. I did a test a while ago. Let me just make sure that is on. Yep. I tried with just one setup to teleport from here over towards Heartland Bread. When I spawned over there, my truck was launched into outer space. So yeah, it didn't like it at all. So don't teleport. If you're going to do it, just drive over there. Right, concrete next. Let's see if I've got any concrete in here. I'm not sure, to be honest. And it's not showing up there either. But yeah, they are so useful. But it would be nice if there was a way to have multiple items in one. But yeah, it is what it is. I do have concrete goods, so 25 of them. 2, 3, 4, 5. One, two. Yeah, so I'll have 3 and a 4 to pick up. Okay. And That's them. But yeah, these ones are about 100 litre capacity, so you get 100 pallets in here, which is quite nice. 100,000 litres, should say, which is like 100 pallets, which is cool. Back there. Make sure you. But yeah, like any of the other containers, you can deactivate these from loading. Just select the flat rack you want, hit the X key, and you can actually stop them from loading. So that's what I'm basically doing right now. I'm just cycling my way through each of them and loading up so they don't load into the next one, which can be a bit of a bug. Right. Next is pavers. At some point I do want to get into barrel logistics, start selling some of this stuff off. I've got so much being stored up, I need to get rid of it. P. Da 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 da. PPA, PAV. Coming close, coming close, coming. Oh, there is pavers. Wow, 700 pallets in here. My goodness, what am I like? Right, so 25 of these. See how easy that is. But yeah, one thing I will recommend is if you are going to do it this way, make sure that you're all positioned first, so you're basically set up before you start spawning those containers out. For the simple fact, if you spawn them first and then try load them up, they can be a bit tricky to load in. Sometimes they just will not load in and you have to sort of end up picking them up and stuff like that. Right, so that's that. So the next thing we need is... I'm just working down the list now. So 10,000 litres, so 10 pallets of glass, 10 plank, 10 metal, 10 wood beams. Okay. So probably glass is probably going to be the next one if I've got it in here. It's one thing I don't usually have stored up, but I might have done one trip down here from one of those factories that I deleted. There's so much stuff in here, it's terrible. Oh yeah, I just seen glass. Where is it? Glass right there. Cole, have you even got glue in here? It's terrible. 10 pallets, so 10. We'll take that one away, and there we go. Beautiful, look at that. That's the first load done. Also, having them raised up as well is very helpful. Things like concrete pallets are one of the big ones. So concrete, yeast is another one. If you try to pick it up off the ground, it can be a little bit tricky. So you obviously, for anybody who was aware, you have to lift them up to get them to load into these flat racks. But having them raised up on something or having them spawn out after being positioned next to them does help a lot. But here we go. Let's get this lot up there. And yeah, come back for the next lot. So that will leave the planks, the metal, and the wood beams. Okay. Now the question is, do I have any metal in storage yet, or do I have to get them from Steel Factory? That's a good big question. There. Metal. Metal. Show location. Okay, yeah, I do have some in there. Okay, good. I should have planks in there and wood beams. Yeah, it might be okay for all three of the next products from Barrow Logistics. That's good. Here we go, guys. Here we go. Do 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 do. Who's that dinging me? Oh, my cousin. Okay. Probably about the funeral this morning. Let's have a look. just about the funeral this morning. Asked one of my cousins if they were able to let us know how it all went in the service and stuff. So all went good. Obviously, a lot of the family was there, so that's good. And the sun was out as well, so obviously, yeah, they had a nice funeral, the service itself. Then they went obviously up to this cemetery, and the sun was out, so that's, yeah, really good. Sun was shining, so it was a good farewell to her, bless her. Hey there, Mr. KW, how you doing there, buddy? Sorry, I was just messaging her back saying thank you, basically. Cool, 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 cool. Righty. But yeah, cruise control. Love it, love it, love it. But yeah, the shingle factory will be... Actually, I could probably delete it now. Definitely be going. Like I was saying earlier. The paper factory and obviously the charcoal there are going to be relocated once they are emptied, which I'm pretty sure they're almost there as it is. But I'm going to get them relocated over towards the sawmill. And then, yeah, I'm probably just going to end up grassing this little area for now. Yeah, obviously you can use whatever trailer you want, but I will say with pallets like the nails, for example, or the orchards, if you've got like the greenhouses, for example, the pallets you get from them, when you get a lot of them onto a trailer, especially if it's like the big wide one, it can be very taxing on your system. Obviously, I know shortly after the map was released, Darius actually did a test with one of the big flatbed trailers filled up with, I think it's about 170 pallets of nails he had on it. And when he was trying to move, he was literally getting very, very small frame rates, because obviously what will basically happens is, you see the little boxes on those flat racks. When obviously right now they're only a visual, they're not actually technically there. Whereas using a flatbed with pallets that size, with that many, every second or millisecond in game that you move, the game has to update the position. So if you're going from one side of the map to the other, it's got to do thousands and thousands of calculations just for those pallets to move from one side to the map to the other. And that's where then the frame rates come in. And that's why they drop so dramatically. Hence why I kind of, as soon as I heard about these coming out, I was on it. I was keeping an eye out. Obviously, I know T Miller was there as well. We were both there, hanging, waiting and waiting and waiting, because we knew that there was a kind of an auto-load trailer coming. I know some people use the TLX Phoenix pack for the auto-loading as well, which is fine. You can do. You can just link 3, 4, 5 trailers up in the same way if you really wanted to. That's pretty much what T Miller's got. Obviously, I love these Hispan one containers for the simple fact, I most of my working life for the last 25 years has been in sort of the factory environment where we used to unload containers regularly. So that's where I've got the love of these containers from, really. But like a lot of these containers, like Hapag-Lloyd, for example, which is on the back of this trailer, or container, I should say, I've unloaded so many of them, both 20 foot and the 40-foot high cubes, all by hand. This is obviously going back before health and safety screwed it all up with having to add in conveyor belts for unloading and stuff. We used to literally fling boxes, really heavy ones as well. It was like luggage boxes and clothing boxes and this footwear boxes from the back end, or the front I suppose it'd be, of the containers to the back doors, all by hand. And let's put it this way: in the hot weather, it gets very hot in those containers. I'll say that. Oh, you certainly keep fit and sweat a lot. That's for sure. Oh, the good old days when I was fit. These days, yeah, I couldn't do it. That's for sure. uh, I give it a bleaking good try. That's one thing I will say. I would give it a good try. Maybe on the 20-footer where they're quite small. The nice thing is that a lot of the trailers, the containers on the inside have the wooden um, waxed floor. Really, I suppose the best way to put it now. And yeah, you can really, with the right oomph, you could really get it going. Did you get the updated version of production revamp from Braven out yesterday? It's got a handful of new features. I do know about it. I haven't updated mine yet, to be honest. But yeah, really should do, shouldn't I? I really, really should do. But yeah, I've been, to be honest, at the minute, primarily um, playing 7 Days to Die, so haven't really focused too much on farm sim of late. It's just nice taking a break, to be honest. And this seems to be the only game currently that's actually got my attention for longer than 5 minutes. To the point I've actually now unlocked the gyroscope, the little helicopter thing. That's quite nice. The only thing I did find, I actually did it last night. I got it unlocked and built one yesterday. Um, but dang, that thing is hard to drive or fly. It took me about a good half an hour and a dozen repair kits to get the thing up in the air. Oh, jeez. Now, how come I'm getting the my goodness. Yeah, Mr. Frost, that is terrible. I don't think Mr. Frost froze the trigger on that. Ew. But anyway, because technically it should be right there. Obviously, once you start, actually, here you go, I'll give you an idea. Is obviously, one thing is to remember with these triggers, once you start loading into them, if they are huge, they're gonna, as soon as you start adding products in, they're gonna shrink straight down, as you can see right there. It is crazy, the physics and stuff in here. Oops, keep going far too far. There we go. Yeah, I know I had it when these first were done. I didn't even realize about freezing the scale on the trigger. Um, yeah, unfortunately. So I had to go through a lot of the factories, and when they were updated for certain things, I was able to correct the trigger. Hopefully I got all of them now. I can't remember. There we go. And finally that last one. See, this is why I love these containers, because you can bring them over in all one hit. Obviously, that's another thing as well where I remember, because obviously this is the first time I've really done a buildable in the stream in a while now. As you can see, primarily 3 out of those 4 figures are at 100%. Obviously the pavers, for some weird reason, thanks to Giant's mathematical physics and all that, ended up only adding 24,999 litres out of the 25 that I had loaded up. Do not worry about those little 0.001% of a litre. You really don't need to worry about it. Obviously, when we set up these factories, not just this one, but all of them on the map, same with the bridges, we've taken that into effect, and there is a bit of a margin to allow, obviously, that little percentage to be removed. The building will still build with those little bits missing. You don't need it to be 100%, so if there is like 1 litre missing or a litre or 2 missing off of a line or 2, don't worry yourself about it. It will still build. Now, obviously, when you're building them, time-wise, most of these factories are set up to around about, oh, what's it, a month and a half. These things they're the quickest to maybe 3.5 months in game. So depending on your play, so if you're doing like 1 day month season wise or whatever it is, so say for instance 1 day is an entire month, that building will build within a day, maybe a day and a half for you. But obviously where you're expanding that load, so obviously I'm on 3 day months at the minute. That would probably take me, depending on how long he's got to set up, I think it's about a month and a half and a bit, maybe a month and 3/4. So it's going to take me 1, 2, 3, 4. It'll probably take me 4 to 5 in-game days, which is basically a month and a half and a bit, roughly, to build that. So maybe 2 months in game. So yeah, so I'm looking at, let's see, February, March, maybe April. That should be built. I don't know, depending. I haven't actually looked at the figures to see how quickly it builds, but yeah, it is fine. But yeah, just keep the speeds fairly low if you can as well. Um, if you just because obviously it's got to process all that material, and obviously if you go too quickly, it can cause kind of a backlog, I suppose is the best way to put it, where it will actually force it to stop, and you can lose products as well when doing the build, so keep a close eye on it. I know Mama Do, bless her cotton socks, with the Pepsi factory, lost about a pallet's worth of, I think it was nails or something she lost, and had to actually fly up with a pallet just to get it finished off. But how you doing there, Mr. T. Miller? Welcome in, buddy. How has your week been, sir? You're doing. I know that feeling, but oh, Mr. KW beat me. I was just trying to do a bit of a shout out. But yeah, if you guys don't follow Mr. T Miller, make sure to click on that link, give him a follow. And thank you very much for the hats off, Mr. Tech Mike, and the ka-ching. Yes, I'm actually that's what I think I might start doing in my titles. Put 100 million playthrough. Yeah, I think that's gonna be a goal I want to set up, is to get up to that 100 million mark. Obviously, I've got 17 million at the minute, so. But yeah, I need a drink too. There we go. But yes, God, 100 million. If only I had that in real life, eh? That would be nice. Nah, to be honest, I think in reality, if I had, say, 250,000, that'd be perfectly more than enough. I put some towards getting a house, a new car, and obviously then some towards obviously the kids. And that'd be me happy. Obviously have a little bit left over for maybe a holiday. That would be nice. Oh yeah. But where would I go for a holiday? Let's think. Probably I'd love to go to back to America. I know my daughter is very much into that sort of thing as well, but I know she wants to also go to Thailand at some point. She has some friends, or a friend over in Thailand, so she wants to go there. Let's see. You could sell all the products and get it right now. I know! That is very true, Mr. T. Miller. That is... I could. Maybe I should set it as maybe 200 million. Actually, oh, excuse me. Here you go. I can tell you right now, if I was to go through every factory, all my storages, and sell the whole lot off, I would gain 387 million just from selling it right now. Well, actually, that's the max values. But yeah, even 300, just over 300 million right there. It's ridiculous. ridiculous, isn't it? Yeah. What is this solo factory? That is the pie filling factory, Mr. Teamer there. You haven't seen that yet. It's one of the buildables in the pack. Um, it was heck, the what was it? It wasn't it wasn't Campbell's. Forgot that. It was Del Monte back on 19 PB County. That building. I kind of repurposed it for this one. Yeah, Del Monte. Solo. But yeah, so we're trying to figure out something new to add into the factories. And yeah, ended up coming up with the Solo factory, which does all your pie fillings. I think it's a tier 4 actually. Yeah, right here. So this is a buildable as well. Bear that one in mind. But yeah, you get so product wise needed for it is metal, concrete, drywall, pipe, pavers, brick, and block. Products coming out of it, obviously you're going to be apricot filling, cherry filling, poppy seed filling, what was that? Prune plum filling, pineapple filling, and then obviously trash. So yeah. But yes. Yeah, obviously I was trying to find something to add new to the map, and um, obviously I was having a chat a while ago about it with Dave. Obviously I had the building already converted, so it was quite easy just to finish it off. Yeah, we're trying to think of, well, what could we utilize it for? And then obviously I think somebody in chat during one of the streams said, well, what about like pie fillings? I thought, well, there you go, there's an idea. So yeah, I ended up doing the solo pie filling company there. So yeah, it's very, very cool. Don't show Dave. He will just cut the price then. Yeah. Oh, I'm sure he's out there lurking away. I know he's in Discord with X-Man at the minute, having a chat. So, but yeah, obviously in about half an hour he will be going live, and we will be raiding over to him to see what he's up to on the farm today. I'm trying to think what he was doing last time. I really can't remember. It's been so long. It's got to that point. I really can't remember. I think it was something to do with the vineyards and stuff, wasn't it? Still defoliating or something. Uh, but yeah, 7 days is definitely taken over. That's the problem. Are you going to bring that to 25? I don't know. Oh, I hope so. I kind of like it, but also it depends on what crops we have in Dave's new map. That is going to be the big thing. Because obviously I know during his stream, was it last week or the week before, he was considering not actually adding anything new crop-wise into the map. I'm kind of hoping he's still going to maybe bring over the orchards, because that would be nice. But possibly a couple of crops maybe added. I'm not sure yet. We'll have to wait and see. Depends on how easy it is to do that sort of thing. So, but yeah, until 25 comes out and Dave can actually see the files and see everything, that's when we're going to start getting ideas on what sort of factories we want to add in. I know Green Thumb Farmer is working on some new factories, or updating some of the factories. So, for example, the concrete factory, he's actually going through creating a new one. Hopefully, it's going to be a little bit nicer, shall we say, than the current one. Personally, I would love to see things like the brewery. So Sam Adams replaced. Something about the building is just looking a little bit old, a little bit tired. I still like the option of where you could walk into the building, be able to see the different maybe sections of the building producing it. So say for instance have the first part coming in where you got the hops and all that being processed. then going on to the next part where it's all being fermented, and then the next section is getting bottled, and then packaged up, and then going out. Obviously, I know it's probably going to be a ooh and then a ah to start off with, but once you play the game for a while, it's like, oh, whatever. It's like, yeah, okay. But yeah, but having the factories like that where you can actually physically walk into them, I would love to see that. Obviously, I know Giants with some of the stuff that they've been doing. For the 25, you can actually walk within some of those buildings. So, like the silo, for example, that you can build, you can actually walk into it and around it and stuff. So that would be quite nice, but it takes a lot of setting up, that's for sure. Um, but yeah, there's a few other buildings I think could be downsized really as well. I know Green Thumb Farmers mentioned about the steel factory. He wants to go through that and completely redo it. But yeah, we'll see. We'll have to see. It's like Dave did say, until the game comes out, we can say, oh yeah, we're going to convert everything, um, or we could end up converting absolutely nothing and start just going with complete new buildings. But obviously, primarily, um, one of the things that has been discussed is go with more generic names for things. So rather than Alcoa or Sam Adams or Crystal Steel or Piav's Concrete, it's just going to be known as a concrete factory or steel factory or this factory or that factory. So to be honest, in 25 we may not necessarily have an Alcoa just to produce two products. It could end up being mixed into like the steel factory, for example. And so yeah, obviously a juice factory or bread factory or a flour factory, something just a little bit more generically named to make life a little bit easier. And obviously the products as well. That was one other thing that was discussed. Is obviously there's a lot of products on here. If you think about it, is well, I don't know, what, over 500 different products on here, if not more. Um, so downsizing what is being produced is also going to be dropped a lot to make life a little bit easier. Obviously, at the minute, well, we've got 5 or 6 products coming to. Is it 5 or 6 products just coming out of the flour mill? Which is okay because we've got all the different. I've got to remember which way we've gone. There we go. Obviously, we've got the different grains and stuff to do it, but it's a lot of friggin' work transporting all that. It's nice. Um, so yeah, we'll have to see once 25 comes out and discuss it a little bit more in depth that way. Right then, so where were we? So we want planks, metal, and wood. So, well, wood beams, I should say. So wood. Did I just go past the wood beams? There we go. We'll start off with that one. Now, see, this is only going to be 10,000, so 10,000 of them. And they spawned a little bit further down. There we go. So yeah, we will see. We shall definitely see. But one thing I would like is definitely the orchard trees brought back. In my opinion, that is, I think, a must if Giants don't do something similar. Um, I would like to redo the greenhouses a bit more. Obviously, those big ones that we currently have, okay, they're great, but could we do something a little bit better with, like the new greenhouses, for example, that are coming out in 25? Obviously, right now, obviously got those rice ones, haven't we, where we grow the rice. Could we utilize them in a different way? I would love to be able to do it that way as well for some of the products. Obviously, could we set up, say, for instance, if Dave added cranberries into 25, could we change the visual from rice to like a little cranberry plant, for example, and do it that way. I think it's just utilizing them in a different way. So yeah, we will see. I want planks, planks. Got long planks. Do I not have any planks? Let's see. So it'll be from the sawmill probably. Okay, that could be an issue. Ooh, yes. I need to pop over to the sawmill. I think I've actually got some out on the ground for that, so that should be okay, fingers crossed. You know, there is 3 ways to make flour on this map. On PV County, there was one. Yeah. Yeah, because obviously you got your tier 1 little flour mill, the flour mill extended, which is your tier 2. And then obviously you got the big flour factory plus the base game flour factory. But yeah, there's a lot of flour being produced. But yeah, we will see. But it is a lot to cover, that's for sure. Right, I've got the beams, didn't I? So that's sorry, metal. So technically 4 ways, thinking about it, if you're using the basic games flour mill as well. Metal. But obviously that's limited, and we don't really use them that much. But I do like the option of maybe 2 different tiers on the production, because that's one thing that Giants is doing. Obviously they've mentioned that with some of the last um, posts that they put out. They're doing like smaller productions and the main ones just to get people started. That is something I like. Obviously that's kind of like our tier 1 and maybe tier. Yeah, so it'll be like your tier 1 stuff, and then combining the tier 2, 3, 4 into one tier altogether. So yeah, it's that option I like personally. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see, like anything really, what Mr. Dave wants to do. There we go. Are you spawning too far down? You aren't. Right, there's that. So the only thing I need to pick up is some planks, which is from the sawmill. And obviously that's on the way back, so that's fine. I think for Uncharted, the tier 1 factories were okay, but on on but for a large map like this, you don't need it. Yeah. Obviously the tier 1 stuff is fine to get you started actually on here. Because obviously where you got the river, not necessarily depending on where you start as well, that's another key as well. Obviously not everybody likes using the barges, so they tend to go with not doing it or something like that, but yeah. Yes. But yeah. 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 That's well, we've kind of tried to set that up here as well, and 8 Znox, GB I think that is. I have no idea how to pronounce your name. Thank you very much for that follow, but I did try and butcher your name a little bit. So yeah, thank you. Welcome in, by the way. Um, yeah, having it drop down to maybe two lines, I think two tiers is a better option than what you probably have now. But you know, Dave, he likes to take it that little bit further. But yeah, I would be happy to have like a main um, load of factories for the most stuff. Maybe have something smaller just to get going, like a tier one, for example. But then, yeah, obviously, like we say, having the option where you have to build one factory before you can now do the next one, before doing the next one, and so forth. That, yeah, that was kind of a nice one back in 19. I agree. Yeah, but we tried to sort of do that in here. Didn't fully work out, but we came close. We did come close this time around. Obviously, to build some of those bigger factories, you will need to have the drywall and glue factories built. Before that, you obviously need to have the sawmill up and running and stuff. So there is a kind of a structure there for the buildables, but not as fine-tuned as it was on County. Also having as well, selling over time. Sell points is going to be kind of cool to have back again. Don't really have anything, as it were, in that sort of ballpark at the minute, do we? And on 19 on County, we had like that little market. I can't think of what it's called now, actually. Where you took all like your bales and pallets and stuff like that from your orchards, and you could sell it over time. That was kind of nice. I liked that. Farmers market or something, I think it was. That would be kind of cool to have something like that back again. But yes, we shall see. There's so many questions still to get answered, so much to figure out when it does all go up in the air, should we say. There we go. But yeah, actually, I don't know if I haven't actually been up here that often. But yeah, I've got obviously still got the rest of this area sorted. I did end up taking this little road piece away. Obviously painted it, the forest ground, added in some trees and that, and just made it so it was just the two roads merging into one there. I think that turned out pretty well. Still needs a little bit of smoothing off, but overall, I like it. I'm probably going to do the same with that path going off down that way. Just paint it away, fill it in with trees. I think that will be fine up in this corner then. Yeah, I know you like Uncharted as well. That's probably your first one, isn't it, Mr. T. Miller? Yeah, I think Wolf Creek is good. Is it as good as County? Yeah, I think for me personally, yeah, I would go with right now Canyon Crossing first. PV County's very, very close second. And I'd probably go with Uncharted for 19 as third, in my opinion, for me personally. Obviously, I have also played some of Dave's other maps as well, so like the 4X and that, they were not too bad. Uh, yeah. But yeah, County definitely, this one definitely. Wolf Creek is slowly working its way downwards, to be honest. I love playing Wolf Creek. It was nice, it sort of, me getting my little toes wet, I suppose is the best way to put it, in modding, really. One planks. Oh, please say I've got some fudge monkeys. Okay, I don't. I need to get them storing up. They're going into making too many pallets. Darn it. Okay, so let me turn that off. In my opinion, you guys should keep a non-generic factories. They are part of what makes them PV. Righty. Yeah, to be honest, I like it where it's for example, Campbell's on the labels and stuff like that. I like that. So I need 10. So let me change that to storing for the minute. Dang. Okay, so we'll have to come back for them later on, but it's not a big worry. But we can get these other ones delivered. It shouldn't take too long. The other thing is, obviously, they've all been gone over to making pallets, so... fudge monkeys. I might as well just leave it all here, hadn't I? Out of interest, what is that on the ground? But yeah, we will see. Generic, non-generic, who knows? Was this long planks or beams? That's the beams. Okay. But yeah, this whole area I want to redo. Actually, I wonder if I could do them now. How you doing there, Mr. Grits fan? Did you like your map? It is very basic, but yeah, not bad. Good start so far. Liking it so far, what I've seen. We'll have to see what's like once it's a little bit more built up. And and there we go. Give Mr. Grits fan a shout. There we go. Obviously, if you guys don't follow Mr. Grits fan, make sure to click on the link. Give him a follow, guys. And please, as well, if you've got any questions, ask him. How you doing there, Farmer Marks? Just use base game products for... Yeah, we will see. What was I doing? Yeah, so, like I was saying, I do want to bring to... What was it? The charcoal factory over here. So let's start off with that one. I can't remember where the heck these are. So the charcoal factory right there. And we want the front facing this away. That should be fine there. I'll repaint that in just a minute. So there was that one and the bigger paper factory, which is yeah, there we go. I was going to say it's either 3 or 4, but yeah, it's right there. It's spin you around to... It looks tiny. It looks tiny in comparison to the paper factory. Um, what is it? What is it? What is it? The pallet factory. But that's fine. Are you straight? Nope, didn't think so. It looked like he was off by one. Stay. There we go. So there's that. That gives it a little bit more room around here as well, if needed for other things. But yeah, this whole area, I want to go through at some point, add in more trees, a little bit more of this, a little bit more of that. Still not sure what I want to do about this grassy area. I'm thinking I might bring it out a little bit. So bring it sort of around here, for example. Have a little opening here to get into here. Keep this road, and then maybe have a third road coming off of it, just going straight up there. But I need to get rid of this once it's emptied out. And also get these out of the way. But it's fun. Let's get this painted quickly. But yeah, I want to add in like a load of... That's the wrong one. There we go. Trees and shrubs and stuff like that into here. Actually, I might even make this road a little bit thinner. To be honest with yous. But yeah, I think the generic names, keeping it very simple, is definitely going to help. And then obviously that way, if Dave ever wanted, he could then put them up on the in-game mod hub, thinking about it. And if they're set up the same-ish way they are now, where each factory basically brings in the product that needs the output products and registers them that way, it'll make life so much easier. And then who knows, Dave might even put some maps out on the in-game mod hub for people. I still think Giant should bring back the map competition. I think it'd be kind of cool. They had it in 19, I'm pretty sure they had it in 17 as well. But for some weird reason they just seemed to bin it this time around. There we go. I'm not going to do anything too much. What I might do is actually throw in a few trees at the back here. You never know. But yeah, I need to get this filled up. Nice thing is I don't need to go too far for obviously the pallets or the wood chips. Even the water, for example, is right on the doorstep there to get this up and running, so it shouldn't take too long. Pallets are literally right across there. Wood chips, there's a little pal right there. uh, it's all good. It's all fun. But yeah, who knows what we're going to be doing for 25? Are we sticking to all the same buildings again? Is it going to be completely redone? Obviously, one of the big things I do want to do, it with whatever does get converted, I want to make sure that they are fully all set up with obviously the occluder meshes, which is going to take that a little bit longer to sort out. So I'll be diving a little bit more into Blender in 25, I think, for doing that. Because I'll have to basically export the building itself, the visuals, and then add in a second layer for those occluders. That's not too bad. I think I will do. Just choose any random one. Do that. But yeah, I'm definitely going to be looking at Mr. Green Thumb Farmer. Oop, wrong way. For help. That's for sure. When he is back, for adding all that sort of stuff, because I have no idea. I know it can be added that way, so if we can do it at the same time as converting the buildings, it will help. I haven't looked yet, Mr. Gritsfan, because I'm rather busy trying to do this. Give me a sec. One moment. There we are. And also be interesting to see how the maps in general, not just obviously Dave's, but everybody's, changes with obviously the new buildable options. Will people add it in? Won't they? Actually, let me do this way. It's definitely going to be an interesting one, that's for sure. And obviously, can we utilize that buildable option as well for the factories a little bit more? We'll be able to actually set it up so the triggers don't have to be raised as it's building. Yeah, we will definitely have to wait and see. That's the only pain actually with the current way, is having to raise that trigger up for the buildables. Oh, you don't have to be sorry, I'm just a little bit preoccupied trying to sort this out quickly, Mr. Grits fan. You don't have to be sorry. Never be sorry, that's for sure. There we go. That'll do. Right. Can you tell me what's wrong with my dogs? They have water, they have all the water food types. I'm not seeing an issue. Their health's at 100%. Age 12. I don't know. What's the Whoa. Your water is like at sky high. So one thing I would say is get rid of that mod that I mentioned about yesterday that you put next to your animal pen. The reproduction's on 0. Maybe they're not all. Well, it takes a little while for them to actually become ready. That could be it. How long have you had your dogs? Because I know they can be bought quite old. I can't remember what the age the dogs are when you buy them. Definitely not pups. I know they're 12 months now, but what was the age of when you bought them? Because obviously you do have to run them through. Where's my doggos? There's my cats. This is something else I'm going to have to make sure that I add in to animal pens if we do any in 25 as well, so that they show up correctly. Let's see. And also, look at that! I love that little icon, little doggo. That's another thing. Will we have dogs and cats and stuff in the next one? Just out of curiosity, let me see. Animals, dogs. I need to go through my pigs at some point. I have got far too many bleaking pigs. Um, see, 11 months, 5. Well, I can see that all of mine are working fine. Yeah, what I would do first of all, Mr. Grits fan, that mod that you've got placed down near your dog pen that's adding in the what was it, 100,000 liters or 100 million liters, I should say, or billion, whatever it is. Get rid of that friggin' mod first of all. Um, see what's actually physically in there. That could be what it is. It's putting it off. I'm pretty sure that was one of my big issues back when I was testing that mod out. It's like a animal pen extension thing. You're meant to put it near your animal pen and it's meant to refill it, but it doesn't actually work. I actually ended up killing some of my animals. So get rid of that first. See what's in there water-wise. I'm probably going to say that the water in your animal pen is probably too low, and also it's affecting the health, the reproduction, and stuff like that. Also, if you have any males, no, not sure if you're going to get males. I can never remember if you get males from this, or if it's just generically dog. But obviously, if you do get any males um, born, so for instance, like these ones right here, I've got some male rams right there. They may not necessarily reproduce the purity, but as you can see, I've got 5-month-old theirs, which are at 41% purity, 11-month-olds 91, 10 on 83, so it's definitely working. But yeah, give that a try, get rid of that first of all, run it through. What I could always do, because obviously I haven't got it as well, I'll load up once I finish the stream. I'll load up your save game because I've still got it on here, and I'll have a look at the puberty for the dogs for you. Also, how come you're running on euros and not dollars? Out of interest. See, I put all mine on dollars. I don't know why. Um, yes. Where was I? I was over by the sawmill. Actually, I can probably get rid of these now. So you you got some products in there, but you can be sold. So that can go sell, and I'll make a little bit of money from the products that's in there. Obviously, get rid of the display. Sell. Ba, 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 ba. Carton roll, not much. Paper roll, I've got 40,000 litres of paper roll in there. I don't want to lose that, that's for sure. So, let's come into here. I'm going to turn this off because we're going to be transferring over to the new one here. So we'll get that going. So that one, we're going to spawn them out. Dang, I need to get a flatbed over here. I'll keep that going for the minute. Right, so that one needs to be worked on. Do you think it would be hard to get the spot spraying feature on the WSVS system? To be honest, T Miller, I have no idea. Obviously, I do know that it needs to have each individual sprayer set up in the XML. To be honest, what you could try doing is just use it and give it a try on maybe a test map, see if it works or not. But yeah, there's nothing actually in the shop itself for that sprayer. Crop protection would be under, wouldn't it? For it. I might even message Dogface and see if he knows if it would work with precision farming and the spot spraying. Where the heck's crop protection? Right there. Yeah, so this is what we're on about, by the way, if anybody was interested, is obviously T Miller messaged me earlier asking if it works with the spot spraying with precision farming. I have no idea because there's nothing technically in here to state otherwise. Same with the slurry spreader. I have no idea. Because normally there's an option. So if I come into here, for example, the see and spray. So there's an option what you could try and do. See if it's got the nodes set up for the sprayers, and then compare it against this. It might be an easy way to do it. Did use it in the F1 menu. It was the same function as the John Deere sprayer. That does it. That I have. Okay, it may do then. Yeah, because normally you can add it yes or no, and obviously you get the option for the additionals. 28? Really? 24? 28? 24? 28? 24? Maybe maybe have a look at the test it on like a test map, for example, T Miller, and then run it with maybe one of these, see what the difference is. I really have no idea, but what I could do is, yeah, I'll message Dogface to see if he knows if it works with precision farming or not, and if there's a way of adding it in quite easily. But anyway, guys, it is time for me to get off because obviously Mr. Dave is alive. Time is ticking on, unfortunately, and we do need to get over there. So let me go over to the ending screen. There we go. I think he's literally only got a minute left. But a big, huge thank you to all you guys for coming out today. Much, much appreciated. Obviously, I will be back on Monday. Same time, same place as usual. Probably carrying on with farming. Obviously, we're going to be hopefully into seeding time. But yeah, if you want to test it out, let me know, T Miller. But yeah, I'll message Dogface on Facebook or Discord, should say, and see. Righty, so let's get this raid started. Obviously, he is back on Canyon Crossing. Whoop whoop. 5 seconds to go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, have a great weekend, guys. See you on Monday. Bye for now.
And we're live. How's everybody? Good day. Welcome.